Tonight, massive layoffs all across the federal government continue. This week, the White House sent out a memo that dramatically expands the president's efforts to scale back the federal workforce. And now those layoffs are hitting home. A former employee at the Veterans Healthcare Systems of the Ozarks speaking out tonight after being terminated during the recent rounds of job cuts. He says his firing was unjust and politically motivated, despite what he says is an exemplary record. 5 News reporter Jose Carranza has the story you'll only see on 5 News.
My wife woke me up at 5 o'clock in the morning and said, "Hey honey, I just saw this on the news. You might want to wake up to check." So I went to my government phone and there it was, that termination letter right there.
Christopher Ford, a former equal employment opportunity specialist with the Veterans Healthcare System of the Ozarks, dedicated over 13 years to federal service, 9 of those in the Air Force. On February 13th, that service came to a close, alongside 1,000 others across the Department of Veteran Affairs.
Even my director, when he saw the notification, he was shocked. Everyone was shocked.
Ford says he was fired for poor performance, but his reviews tell a different story.
Yeah, I've got the facts right there. It wasn't because of that. It was merely because I was probationary.
Another 1,400 employees have been fired from the VA nationwide, but those numbers could continue to rise as President Trump has ordered a reduction in force by March 13th. Bruce Appel serves as the president of the American Federation of Government Employees, Local 2201. He says the job cuts are leading to chaos and confusion in an already struggling workplace.
You cannot tell me that is in the veterans' interest. We're short nurses, we're short doctors, we're short everything. It's a death spiral.
The AFGE has been part of the coalition's taking their case to federal judges. On Thursday, California federal judge William H. Alsup granted a temporary restraining order halting terminations. For federal employees affected locally, AFGE Local 2201 says to call on your elected representatives.
They need to know that in their district that they are having things happen that are hurting our veterans.
For Ford, who says his work investigated wrongful termination, he claims there were many mistakes in the process, making him confident about his case, but worried about his peers.
We're not at-will employees. You can't just fire us unless there's some type of performance issue. Hence why they're labeling all these notifications that are templates that mirror each other, that may deviate by 1 or 2 words, and they aren't even providing correct timelines.
In Fayetteville, covering news where you live, Jose Carranza, 5 News.
In separate statements, Senator John Boozman and Congressman Steve Womack emphasized their commitment to veterans care amid changes at the Fayetteville VA. Senator Boozman says it's important for the administration to prioritize transparency and careful consideration in these changes. Congressman Womack added he'll work closely with Secretary Doug Collins to ensure there is no impact on delivering care, benefits, and services. Meanwhile, the Veterans Healthcare System of the Ozarks says a smaller number of probationary staff were let go, but insists veteran services will remain unaffected. To read their full statements or hear more from the union president, head to our website, 5newsonline.com.